Hello, my name is Megan Kasprzak, and I am currently a first-year 5th grade math and science teacher in Marshalltown, Iowa. I student taught in Utah, and I'm just super excited for the opportunity to come back. Some strategies that I use to engage my students are a lot of student response and table group talk. So I have my students set up into groups of 4, and they know that when I say turn and talk to your table, that's the opportunity that they are able to get some knowledge from their peers. What do they know? Share their ideas and just create a sense of friendship and community in the classroom. And I think that that's really important as an educator because at least my 5th grade students at age 10 really need friendships. And so noticing that, and it really helps benefit them and knowing that they're able to talk to their peers before they share out to the whole class because it builds their confidence, and it also keeps them more engaged in the lesson if they know that they'll have the opportunity to talk with people at their table. Some assessments that I use are exit tickets a lot of the time in math, and these always we do it at the end of each math lesson, and then I check it in the morning. I see did they get 3 out of 4, 4 out of 4, and so on. And I keep that kind of in the back of my mind as we do our math lesson. And so we're in a routine that we teach whole group lesson, and then I do some problems with them. I see where they're at, and then I let them work with a partner or with their table group, or even individually if they want on the worksheet. And then they bring it over to me, and based on what I know about that individual student, but also what they got on their previous exit ticket, I'll give them either the higher problem solving worksheet or more of just like the reinforce, like exactly what we did in the lesson and what they need. And I just do that to help build their skills, but also build their confidence, because if they're confident in math, then they're going to feel better going forward. And I think that it's just a simple assessment that we can use every single time to gauge where all of our students are at. And then that kind of goes into planning lessons for that. So I do a lot of call and response and also gauging where my kids are at in the exact moment. And I know it's super important to stay on pace with pacing for lessons and things like that, but I am all for taking an extra day if the students don't understand something. So if we're working on fractions and they're not understanding an improper fraction, I've taken an extra day to reteach that, because if they don't have those foundational skills, it gets really hard for them moving forward if they're confused. So I think that doing that is super important to meet the needs of what every single student needs. And I let them ask questions at any time and raise their hand. And I think just creating that safety in the classroom, that they know that their voice is heard and seen, is super important, and it makes them feel important, and also just helps the needs of the students in your room, so that way you know exactly what they need and that you can help them and give them the best education that they deserve.